Hello, everyone. I just wanted to read a little bit. I think I have made a video on this scripture and in this with this subject, talking about this subject, but I'd like to try again. And it's Proverbs 1:20 through 33, and it says, Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of the concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set at naught my counsel, and would have none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge, and did choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all of my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. But the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and be quiet from the fear of evil. I think when I was trying to make my way to the Lord and seek Him, this scripture stood before my face, and I would read it very often. I would think maybe that I could not make it, and I would think of this. And that's what I want at the end. I want to just fold my hands and be quiet from the fear of evil. Now, I'm going to tell you a story that I heard, and I don't want this to be controversial. It's not a believe in COVID, don't believe in COVID, get the shot, don't get the shot, hoax, not a hoax. It's nothing like that. It's just an example. And I heard about someone that they came down with a COVID, and they were in the hospital, and they asked the nurse if they could get the COVID vaccine, and the nurse said she was sorry, but it was too late. David Crockett said, "Be sure you're right, and then go ahead." I know there's people, there's atheists, and they feel like that Jesus and God is a hoax. I just want you to be sure of that. Whatever stance you take on any of these subjects, I'm just telling you to be sure that you're right. And I don't believe that you can be sure that there's not a God. I heard another story about the vaccine. Someone didn't take it, and they were about to die, and they told the nurse that they had made a big mistake and misjudged everything and had underestimated the decision they were making. There's a lot of people that wait to the deathbed, and then they want to make everything okay. I'm saying do not do that. Don't wait till you come to the point of death, and then decide that that's what you needed. I know, like the thief on the cross, that you can be converted in just a moment of time, but I just would not take that chance. How sad it would be to reject salvation, get down to death, and give everything you would have to obtain it, but it'd be too late. Heard a story about a little boy. He was running to catch the train, and he ran as hard as he could. And he was just about to get to the train when the train pulled off. And there was a man standing there watching all this. And the man said, "Son, you just didn't run fast enough." And the little boy said, "Oh, no. I ran with all I had. I couldn't run no faster. I ran as fast as I could. I just didn't start in time." Friends out here, don't decide that you think there's not a God. I guess that's the purpose. I'm using the vaccine example, but here's the purpose of this video. Don't wait and think that that uh, this is a made up story about Jesus and the cross and you needing salvation, and then decide when you get on your deathbed that you'd misjudged this thing. I heard a story about a woman, and she was the most beautiful woman in the village. Everybody knew her. They watched her door. They didn't want anything to happen to her. It was a small village. And one day, everybody knew everybody just about it. One day she heard a knock. And she said, "Come in, whoever you are." And there was a man that came in that she didn't know and had never seen him before. And he scared her. And she said, "Who?" And she said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Death." And she began to cry. And she said, "Oh, no, please don't come after me. Please don't." He said, "Well, just chill out. I didn't come for you. I came for Bob next door. And but I heard about you and your beauty, and I wanted to come check it out for myself." And so he said, everything they said is true. And he said, "I didn't come for you this time, but I'll be back." And she said, "Will you let me know when you come?" He didn't promise her anything, and he left. Years passed. She got old. Her hair turned white, and she put something on it to color it back. Her skins had wrinkles, and she put things in it to make it smoother. Her teeth came out, and she got her some new ones. And she was sitting looking in front of her mirror, and she said, "Oh, you done got old now, but you're still beautiful." And at that moment, she heard a knock on the door. And when the man came in, she recognized him this time. She knew it was Death. And she began to cry, and she said, "I thought you was going to let me know when you were coming." And he said, "Well," said, "when your hair started turning white, that was me. I was on my way. When your skin started wrinkling, that was me. I was on my way. When you lost your eyesight and your hearing became dim, that's me again." And so, can you see the signs of him coming after you? If the world stands another 100 years, you're not going to. So it's important to get ready while you can. I heard a story about another man, a true story. This one is. He was going down the road. There had been a storm, and the lights weren't working. And I think if I remember right, he was out trying to help people. And he collided at the light, at a light. And they had him in the hospital working on him. And he kept trying to get down off the bed. And they kept trying to put him up there on the bed. And finally, he died. He could see death coming. And he was trying to escape. But when your time comes, you can try to escape it all you want to and take all kind of measures. I heard a story about a little boy. His dad went off to work in the summer, and he told him, said, "I'll be back." He was going to be gone for a few months. He said, "I'll be back." Said, "When you see the leaves," he was coming back in the winter, "when you see the leaves start falling off the trees, turning and start falling off the trees, then I'm going to be on my way. I'll be back." And one day he was outside playing, and he saw the leaves start falling, and he ran in, and he told his mother, "Mama, Mama, Daddy's coming. Daddy's coming." She said, do you see him?" He said, "No, but I see the leaves. They're falling off the trees." And that's the way it is. The signs that our Father told us that would be happening before he came back are happening. The signs that we're getting old, even if he delays his coming for a while, they are with me, friends. I'm nearing it every day. He promised 10. He said 10. I've exceeded that, and so I know that it's getting closer and closer. So why, for me, to wait, To the people that don't have salvation, why should you wait? And to the people that do have salvation, if you need something to be corrected or something to be, you need to forgive or somebody, you want somebody to forgive you, don't delay. Swallow your pride and do it today. So this is Dale Cantrell of the Meridianville Holiness Church, 256-508-4410. And if you need me, just give me a call. May God bless you is my prayer.